What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. Obviously this is a vlog and I'm not in Hawaii, kind of crazy, but it's honestly, I got back 2 days ago, but we are going to be, I'm going to his wedding shower, his baby shower, I think. He told me to vlog it. I was like, you know what, I'm down. So I'm gonna start my day. Today is, right now it's like 3 a.m, 3:19 a.m. And I started off with a shower. I just got done editing a video. It was a Marvel Rivals video, which should be already out. It's the one with me being Star. We won with no tank. That was the title of the video. I started watching. If y'all know who Eddie VR is, I started watching him play. Or I guess his special ed is his account for this channel. I started watching Five Nights at Freddy's, like real life or like realistic or whatever. But anyways, that's how I'm starting my day. I ordered pizza last night, which I might heat up. I'm gonna probably get something to drink, maybe cook ramen noodles or something. Also, if you see this, how my lips are like bumpy right here. I got 3rd-degree burns in Hawaii. I think I've already said this. My foot was swollen. Right now it's like red and purple, but not as swollen. Definitely more swollen than the other. I'm not gonna show it. I've showed it too much on my channel. But yeah, it looks like jerky. My skin is so like, I don't even know. Like all this other burns, like right here, doesn't hurt. My face, not red. My arm, it doesn't hurt. Like both of my like wrists are red. It doesn't hurt. I don't know what it is, but for some reason my foot is the only thing that hurts. The only thing, not even my other foot, which is also the same amount as red, and it didn't get 3rd-degree burns. But my lip, I'm assuming they're heat blisters or something, which I used to get a lot. I used to get sun poisoning on my lips all the time. Is that what it's called? Sun poisoning? Haven't had it in a while. Haven't been in a hot place in a while. Since 2021. But no, that's the plan today. I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm gonna get dressed. I'm wearing a Call of Duty. I'll show the fit when I'm ready. But I really do hope you enjoy the video. Like I said, if I haven't said it already, I'm pretty sure I did. Something big is gonna happen during this video. So stay tuned. It's awesome. It's gonna be great. I'm finally gonna be the cameraman that I dreamed of being. And also a reminder, one more thing. I've said this in a past video. If you need videos edited, DM me on any social media down in the comments, or down in the comment section, down in the description, and literally DM me. I'll answer you. And personally, if I was you, I'd do Twitter. I'm not on my Instagram account. I'm normally on my like personal Instagram account, but I do check my Instagram account every once in a while. But if you want a video edited, definitely go to Twitter and, you know, DM me, or just at me on Twitter, and I will talk to you. You can join my Discord. That's probably honestly the best way. Join my Discord, DM me on Discord. I read everything, I really do. And so if you need videos edited, we'll talk about price, we'll make room. You tell me a day, I'm down to edit, honestly. So I'm trying to make a thing out of this. So if you need videos edited and you don't have an editor, hit me up. And yeah. Alright. So I got the hoodie, black pants, also Spider-Man underwear. You gotta have it. Alright, so I'm listening to music at 3:35 a.m. Cooking some ramen noodles. Not the best food. The word food is used lightly right there. It's gourmet when I make it, alright? But today's gonna be a good day, God willing. I truly believe it. It's at 1, by the way. 1 p.m. is when I have to be at the park that they're meeting at for this thing. I haven't seen Danny in a while. I've talked to her, which is my friend Dayton. It's Dayton, by the way. The guy in the Rocket League video, the previous Rocket League video. His girlfriend, I haven't seen her in a while, but I've talked to her. That's gonna be cool, and obviously being there to support him. But like I said, some stuff is gonna happen throughout this video. It's not just gonna be that. You're gonna see multiple events captured. Hopefully I can capture all the good ones. But today is seriously going to be a good day. So I'll start off with my routine and then kind of just get into like what today's about. All right, so while my ramen noodles cook, I am going to read. I'm reading Psalms right now. It's kind of dope. I love Psalms. While that's cooking, and then I'm gonna obviously eat when that gets done, which I'll probably get done reading this. I read 2 chapters every day. I try to, at least. Sometimes I do mess up. I am human, but hopefully we can keep on track with this. This is, you gotta eat before you eat, you know. Kind of just started reading, and it's already like, for anyone who says the Bible isn't relatable, like, they're just like incorrect. Because like, I mean, this is literally, David is like saying like, bro, I'm like literally nothing right now. Like, he's talking about how he just never really talked. Like, he just stayed silent and mute and just kind of lived in his own world. And he says because of that, his sorrow grew even worse. Meaning, like, I mean, obviously, all you need is God. That doesn't take a genius to understand. But God does put people on this earth to converse with. I mean, 2 or more gather in the name, there he is in the midst. So obviously, you're supposed to connect with one another and, you know, take on each other's burdens, which is awesome. But also, it's cool because, like, he eventually is just like, I couldn't bring myself to talk to anyone, so I just talked to you, Lord. He says, Lord, make me to know my end and what is the extent of my days. And he just goes on to talk about how, like, no one's good, pretty much. Like, everyone is struggling with something. Just like literally everyone is like, everyone's a speck, pretty much. Like, surely every man walks about as a phantom. Surely every man at his best is a mere breath. Just meaning, like, this is what I'm getting from, is just like, compared to God, like, we're literally nothing. That's why we need him. And he says, and now, Lord, for what do I await? My hope is in you. And then he goes on to say, deliver me from all my transgressions. Make me not the reproach of the foolish. I have become mute, and I do not open my mouth, because it is you who have done it. Remove your plague from me, because of the opposition of your hand I am perishing. He's pretty much just like God, like obviously no evil comes from God. But he's saying, like, God does allow things to happen. For sure. For sure, God allows things to happen to grow us stronger and give us the just strength to endure more. So he does test us. But the test isn't if we can do this, if we can go through it, because we can fail, obviously. I mean, we're human. But the test is if we go to God or not. And that's what it comes down to. Like, God promises that he's not going to give you anything that, He promised you he's not going to give you anything that you can't handle. And he proves that time and time again if you read the Bible. It's pretty evident. But the thing is, he gives you, what a lot of people don't understand is, he gives you things that you can handle, but only with him. Like, if you keep doing this on your own, you're eventually going to fail. Like, you're not building your life on Jesus. You're not building your life on God. You're not like working for it. Like, or I guess you're working when you even shouldn't. Like, I don't know. People like to take the hard route. People think like, oh, I can do it myself. No, you can't. And that's like awesome, just because, like, I mean, literally all you have to do is give it to Jesus, which is hard. Not an easy thing. Any Christian that says that giving it to God is easy, or giving it to God, like, I always give it to God, they don't. I don't care how holy they are. I don't care how close to God they are. They don't always give it to God. Even some, like, I'm talking like anxieties, worries, fears, like everything, you're supposed to cast on him, obviously. I mean, it's evident. Like, why wouldn't you give something? Like, I'm just saying, like, put in perspective, you're not going to get a cashier to build a house, right? If you need something built, ask a carpenter. You know what I mean? If you need something made, you're gonna ask like a smith worker or like anything. If you need help with like electricity, you're gonna ask an electrician. If you need help with fears, worries, anxieties, why wouldn't you ask someone who literally is just over all that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I that's something like when you ask for people like electrician, it's gonna be about electricity. Like that's what they majored in. That's what you know. You're not gonna ask anyone else. You're not gonna trust anyone else with it. So why wouldn't you trust your own thoughts, your own feelings with the person that created it? Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to put me on a pedestal. I definitely fall more than anyone. I definitely fall more than anyone. That is not something to brag about, but just to be honestly transparent, definitely life is hard. And it's even harder if you don't give it to God, which again is the hardest thing you'll ever do. Like, so many times I'm like, God, I'm praying to God, I'm like, God, just take it from me. Like, I can't give it to you, just take it from me. You have my permission to take it from me. And he does sometimes, and sometimes he wants me to actually give it to him and trust in him, because, you know, if he just takes it from you without you having faith in him, or you asking him to take it from you and actually giving it to him, like, that's not love and that's not faith. Like, if he forces you to do something, that's why people are like, well, if God's 100% powerful and 100% good, then why do so many bad things happen to you? Well, he's also loving. He's 100% love. So he's not going to force you to do anything. If I love my wife, I'm going to ask her to do something. I'm not going to be like, woman, make me a sandwich. Okay, I might do that, all right? But no, but like, seriously, like, I'm not gonna, like, that, of course, jokingly, but like, you're not gonna force someone if you love them, right? Like, you may get frustrated with them and just tell them to do it, but like, you're still not like, do it, you know what I mean? That's not love. You're patient with people, and because you love them, you're trying to connect with them and help them understand, which God doesn't need help understanding, but he still wants to hear it. You know what I mean? He still wants to hear it out of your mouth, because he's God, he's the creator and all that. He's also your father. Talk to him. You know what I mean? Like, you ask your dad to help you with something, or either whether it's my father, I would help him. I would ask him, like, if I need to help something build because he's a carpenter, I would ask my dad to help me do that. You know what I mean? And I would talk to my dad if I need help with something, of course. Do the same thing with your father, your heavenly father, because, like, I mean, he listens to you, if not more than anyone else, even more than your father or whoever parent you look up to and you ask for help. Like, of course, he's not gonna force you to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, he may allow situations in your life to happen, but he's not forcing you to love him. That's why people go to hell, because they choose not to love him. That was their choice. You think God likes that? No. God is heartbroken every time. Heck, I truly believe not only every time someone goes to hell, but I truly believe that God is heartbroken every time we sin against him. Because if you think about it, Jesus died for our sins. Therefore, every time we sin, we're just putting another nail through him. That's the best way to put it in the most literal sense I am speaking of. Like, we're putting a literal 8-inch nail made of stone driven straight through his wrist, and every tendon being snapped. I'm not one of those Christians that are like, which I don't even like the word Christian. I'm not one of those Christ followers that like, oh, God is love, and Jesus died for you, and he loves you, and he wants to see you in heaven. That's all true, and that's all good, and we need those type of people. We also need realism. All right, he died for you. This isn't just some fairy tale like, oh, he died, he was God, so you know what, of course he could endure it. No, he limited himself. Therefore, I don't take this from me. I am not speaking this in facts. Do not let this influence your opinion. But my opinion is, if God limited himself, why would he just stop at certain places? Like, I truly believe that Jesus was, he didn't know everything. Therefore, he prayed. I'm sure I'm sure he knew a lot of stuff I'm sure he knew he was God's son. I'm sure he knew he's 100% God. But as far as like knowing the future, I think he limited himself so he can connect with people. Because I truly, like, Jesus endured all. Therefore, all includes anxieties and worries. And you're definitely not smart if you think, you're an idiot if you think Jesus didn't feel anxiety. He didn't embrace it. He didn't indulge in it. He didn't stay in anxiety, just shaking, biting his nails. No, he instantly prayed, I truly believe. But he still felt anxiety. He knows what it feels like to be, not necessarily depressed, but sadness that could lead to depression, but he still gave it to God. I'm sure he felt anxious, but didn't live in anxiety. So because he gave it to God. He felt every emotion that you feel, if not worse, because like bro knew he was gonna die. He didn't even want to die. That's something, again, realism is a huge factor to help people understand and believe. Because like he didn't want to die. Like Jesus literally prayed to God that if there's another way, please let there be another way. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't about dying. He didn't want to die. Jesus did not want to die, but he did. And that's just like the beauty in it. And I feel like just like realism is just a huge factor that you need into helping people, especially broken people, to understand, because Jesus wept. People are like, oh yeah, he got sad because, he cried a couple tears and that was only once. No, I'm sure there was numerous times that Jesus cried because he was sad. There's a time for sadness. Therefore, Jesus was sad, He didn't embrace it and just stay in it and live in his sadness days and days, just for a very long time. But I truly believe in the moment he was crying. Probably there was times that he was just on his knees crying, like when he was in the wilderness, fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. I truly believe, the only thing that we know, as far as we just knew that he fasted 40 days and 40 nights and that Satan tried to tempt him. But I'm sure there was nights that he was like, his stomach felt like it was tearing apart and he got on his knees crying and praying. Like I truly, like I understand that God is like all powerful, but like he also limited himself, And so that's something that like people don't I feel like even certain Christians don't understand, is that he felt every pain. You know what I mean? He didn't only feel the physical pain of getting whipped 40 something times, 50 something, whatever amount. I don't know the exact number, but he got whipped a lot. And it's not just like with a whip and he got, lashes on his back. These had pieces of glass at the end of them. So they would latch onto his skin. They would yank it a little bit to dig it deeper and then pull out chunks of skin in his body. I'm sorry I'm getting gruesome, but that's the reality. And that's what makes it even more special, is that he endured worse than what I could possibly imagine. The Passion of the Christ, that's still a fraction of what he went through. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you know that movie, you've seen that movie, and then you know how gruesome it actually is. It's not even close to what it was. Like that's the crazy part. That's just what's allowed to be viewed on, you know what I mean? And all that pain, nailed through the cross. He felt every tendon snap in his wrist when he got nailed to the cross. When he was hanging on the cross, he had to literally lift himself up on a nail that was driven through his foot so his wrists could rest, because they were just pulling constantly, and probably made the hole 20 times bigger than what it was every time he let himself hang from it. And so it genuinely, like, he's bleeding out, he didn't have much to eat, he literally, they hung him on a cross, right? And that's not the beginning of it even, or that's just the beginning of it. He also felt emotional pain because he, in a sense, gave birth to these people. He created these people. Therefore, he loves them. Even the people that hung him on the cross, that's why he prayed to God and said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing, right? And that's just like clear to see that like he felt for them. He loved them. And he genuinely not only felt bad, but he just you know, like, because they didn't know what they're doing, of course, and he asked for forgiveness for them, like, you know, just he asked God to forgive them for him, but like, also he felt betrayed. Like, I mean, imagine if you have a kid, or imagine having a kid if you don't, and imagine they just one day show up to your house and point a gun at you and just shoot you in the leg or shoot you in the side and chain you up and let you bleed out. It's pretty much the same case. Like, he saw these people as people he loved, not conditionally, not unconditional, or sorry, not conditionally, unconditionally, which means when he was hanging on the cross, when they were hitting him with the lash, when they were spitting at him, when they were throwing things at him, which wasn't even part of this, you know, that wasn't a part of the script, you know what I mean? Like, that wasn't part of the torture. They did that because they hated him so much that they spit at him and threw stuff at him. Jesus, during that, imagine getting punched and still telling the person that punched you, you love them, but 1,000 times worse. Like, I don't know. It's really, I think being realistic in most cases, not in all cases, of course. Some people need comforting, not to freak them out, you know what I mean? But it is important. And I don't know. I feel like sharing that. I haven't even finished reading the second chapter. And obviously, back to this, David is saying how he's one of those people. He's one of those people that betrays Jesus and betrays God, because every time you sin, you're not with God, so therefore you're against God. And that's why it's important to stay in church, stay in a community, praying and reading the Bible, which doesn't get you to heaven. It does not give you to heaven. No matter what denomination tells you, no matter what people tell you, they're idiots. It doesn't, because the Bible, how are you going to argue with the Bible? The Bible literally says that Jesus is the only way to heaven. His words, not mine. I mean, have a relationship with Jesus and you're goated, right? And people are like, well, what about works? Like, what if you have to, don't you have to give to the poor, and don't you have to do all this? No. But you will want to when you know Jesus. You will want to witness to people. You don't have to witness to people. You'll want to when you actually know Jesus. But what if I don't like reading? You won't till you know Jesus. Then you'll like imagine reading, imagine just watching a movie, but the book has more content in the movie than the movie, and more literature, and just more things added onto it, more details, and you love this movie. You're gonna read it. You know what I mean? You just start reading the Bible as a history, because it is, and that just makes it 20 times awesome, because God's a for real superhero, to put it lightly. Not disrespecting God at all, but he's the ultimate superhero, who can literally do anything. And that's not even the coolest part. The coolest part is he doesn't need us. He doesn't need you. First, let me start with that. Let me get serious for a second. I guess I've been serious the whole time, but God does not need you. Does not need you, will never need you. You are nothing. But he wants you. Therefore, that makes you worth something. That makes you actually important and special, because Jesus wants you. And I'm not talking to Christians here. Not actually, more so, if you look at it, Jesus and God, they're more focused on the sinners in the world than the Christians, because Christians are like, oh, we got him. I'm still going to protect him. I'm still going to love him unconditionally. I'm not going to love him more than anyone. But, God wants to talk to more sinners than he does Christians, because he knows he has them. That's like saying, if you want to meet someone new, you're not going to, if you want to date someone, you're not going to go talk to an ex. You already know your exes. You may be on good terms with your exes, and still friends with them, but you're not going to go try to date them again. You know what I mean? Well, you might if you're me. But God wants to talk. Jesus literally goes to sinners. He goes to someone who collected taxes from people, which was robbing them. Literally robbing them. The taxes were outrageous. If you think taxes in America are bad now, you would not live in the Bible days. You could not make it. All right. And that's just like goes to show that like Jesus, he picked some of the most useless people. Like everyone's useless. He picked the people under those people, right? People that aren't even like, useless isn't even the right word. Like Peter, fisherman, he had a strong tongue, in other words, to put it in a certain, say it a little differently. He had a problem with cursing. He had anger issues like crazy. He denied Jesus 3 times in front of people. Imagine seeing someone resurrect someone in front of your eyes, watching them multiply food in front of your eyes, literally like a freaking superhero, like just snaps and does it, it's done, right? Prays and it's done. A man that walked on water, who come to get you, from walking on, like, to pull you up, right? And you're like, no, I don't know that dude. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's what people do. Every time you sin, you are denying Jesus, and that's it's again, I probably sin more than most Christians, but even more than lukewarm Christians, I feel like. But and I don't sin be like, oh, because like, God will forgive me. No, the Bible says it should break your heart, the fact that you sin against God, because like if I do something wrong against my family members and they're genuinely so mad at me, or like it's something so severe, even if they're not mad at me, if it's something so severe, like if I crashed into my brother's car, you best know I'm going to be asking for forgiveness. I'm going to be going to him. In some situations, if it depends on who you are, you'll cry, you'll just whatever you do. Let's say you like ran over your family member's leg or something on accident, even or on purpose, you're gonna feel bad. Should be the same thing with God, if not more severe, because you're pretty much saying F you to the creator of everything, who can literally, without doing anything, just thanking it, wipe you from existence. That's how powerful God is. And yet he doesn't, because he loves you. He's respecting your decision. If you want to live your life without Jesus, if you want to live your life apart from him, okay, like, do it. He'll allow you to. He's not going to force you to love him. It will break his heart. It will. You are breaking the God of all creation's heart if you're living your life without him. And my best advice, people are like, I don't care what argument you have. If you look at it at face value, at all details, you have more to lose if Christianity is real than if it's not and you're an atheist. That's all I'm saying. Give God a try. Don't even just try to believe, because who doesn't want God to be real? You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't want to be God? Like, you know what? It's just like, imagine having a creator that just looks after you. Who doesn't want comforting? Who doesn't want peace? Who doesn't want love, unconditional love? When all love fails, whatever girlfriend you've ever dated, whatever boyfriend you ever dated, even your wife and your husband, even your kids and your parents and your brothers, they fail you, and at times they do not love you or show you love. Not God. God will show you love through it all. And who doesn't want that? So who doesn't want God to be real? Like, you're an idiot and you're a liar if you say you do not want God to be real. Give God a try. I'm not forcing this on it. By the way, you're watching this video, so how am I forcing my religion on you? It's not even a religion, it's a relationship. If I sat here talking about, if I got a girlfriend, if I was dating someone right now, and I was talking about my girlfriend for however long I've been recording, no one's gonna be mad at me. You might be a little annoyed, but you're like, why is bro this happy about her girlfriend? Trust me, I have my reasons. I'm just saying, you wouldn't be mad if I was just talking about my theoretical girlfriend for however long I've been talking. But you're mad because I'm talking about something you don't believe? Crazy. So give God a try. Genuinely, if you need help, I'm not gonna say names, but there was this girl that recently messaged me. We did date at one point, but this was back when I was popping pills, I was sipping lean, I was cussing, didn't care. I've always knew God existed. at a time in my life around when I was popping pills did not care about him. That's crazy. Imagine having a kid and you just give up on them. Or imagine having a parent that's always trying to show you love and always trying to, you know, be something for you, and you just give up on them, right? It's what I did to God. Actually, I personally believe, and I believe it's most likely true. It is worse to believe in God and not live for him than to not believe in God. I truly do believe that. Just because this is ignorant. And so I was dating this girl around when I was doing all this stuff, and I just gave up on God, but she knew I believed in God, that he existed, and that eventually when I turned my life around, or when God turned my life around rather, it broke my heart when I thought about how I kind of presented God to this woman. This girl lived in an atheistic family. It's probably the only time she's ever going to experience God, because she saw how I loved her and then it failed. She's probably thinking, oh, well, if Christians are like that and they say all this unconditional love, obviously they're lying. And it broke my heart. So eventually I messaged her. She got some church friends. I messaged her again later on. She's going to church camp. And then recently, before I went to Hawaii, she asked me how to pray, and that literally, it was like the biggest wink from God. God's like, hey bro, I got you. Like, I'm not even like trying to get with this woman. This woman, don't get me wrong, one of the most prettiest girls, if not the prettiest I've ever dated. Super interesting, super complex. This woman is, let's just say, she would get a gold medal if she was on God's team. If she genuinely, like, if people saw that she was living for Jesus, she would turn so many lives. And not only that, she just is like an amazing person. That again, like, I'm just saying, like, I wasn't trying to get with this girl at this, like, when I was trying to like talk to her about Jesus and stuff, and she genuinely saw that. She's like, you're kind of, you know, you have changed, haven't you? And I was like, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's kind of evident. Because of that, and because she saw how God changed my life, because she saw me overdose many times. She saw me unbelievably high. She's heard how I speak and how I just say certain things and how I lived my life without care. She saw me change, and I genuinely believe that's one of the reasons. I'm not saying it's because of me. It's because of God, 100% of the way, 100%. That she gave him a try, and she's genuinely like reading the Bible. She's trying to understand. She's trying. I told her, even if you don't end up believing in God, try to believe in him, because like God's, you know, he can, I'm not saying he won't, but he most likely won't answer you if you're praying to him and you just don't believe him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying he might. I'm not gonna say what God won't or will do, but I will say, if you want him to be real, he's gonna answer you. If you want to believe in him, if you want to know that there's a God and that you want to talk to him, he's gonna answer you. I gave an analogy recently that to one of my friends, and I also gave it to this girl I was talking to. Imagine actually I gave two analogies. One, imagine you don't know who your father is, right? And you play at this time, it was football or soccer. You're playing soccer, and you see that you always notice this guy that just wasn't there for anyone, but he would cheer on you every time. And you don't know who your father is, and you didn't put two and two together because you're an idiot. And hold on, I just realized I have ramen noodles on. Hold up. Well, that's ruined. Kind of. That should be good. It should be fun. This should be fun. Alright. So, but like I was saying, like, you don't know who your father is. But he cheers every time. You've noticed this guy many times, but something that like you just subconsciously see on the field. And you're just like, I wonder why that guy, like, who is that guy? Maybe you ask your teammates and they don't know who it is, but he cheers on like he is like super proud every time you score. And like I said, you're just an idiot, so you don't put two and two together. You don't like notice it like that. And then one day your mom asked you, or your mom told you, sorry, that one day it was your father. Now you have a decision to either talk to him or you have a decision to not talk to him. He's still going to show up to every game and cheer you on, but whether if you actually grow a relationship with him and see him more places than just your games, then he'll obviously, I feel like most people would want to meet their father. Like he didn't do anything wrong. If anything, let's say in this situation, the reason they were split up is your mom did something and she left with you, right? And you heard no bad stories from anyone that your father was bad. And so I don't know, I feel like that's a really good analogy. Just because like you have a decision at any time, any moment in your life to go talk to him. Even if you don't necessarily know, you won't know ever until you talk to him. And to express another analogy that I give, which is a lot shorter, a father wants to hear their newborn's first words. That's what they always wait for. Same thing with God. If you've never prayed to him, if you never talked to him, you've never gave him notice and acknowledged his existence, he wants to hear from you. He wants to hear from you so bad, but he's not going to force you to talk to him, because that is love. That is love. You're not going to press someone. I mean, you might, but if someone just keeps telling, if one of your friends are going through something and they're just not talking to you, you might get a little frustrated. God doesn't get frustrated. Eventually you'll give up and be like, he'll tell me, or they'll tell me whenever they need to. God's the same way. He is just waiting, and he wants to talk to you. Like a father wants to hear his newborn's first words. He wants to hear your first words in prayer. So even if you don't believe in God, why not give him a try? You know what I mean? What do you lose if you don't give God a try? If you don't believe in him, all right, don't believe in him. At least give it a try. How are you going to know? How are you going to know if you like a certain fruit or vegetable or new food if you don't try it? And if you don't like it, throw it away. But give it a try, at least. You know what I mean? How do you know you're going to like a book if you don't read it? How are you going to know if you don't like a new Marvel movie or Star Wars or DC or I guess those are the only things I watch, or any of that. How do you know if you don't like it? How do you know you're not going to like it if you don't watch it? You know what I mean? So, give it a try. You don't have to oh God, you don't have to get on your knees. It's good to. It's a sign of respect to God. It is. But you don't have to get on your knees at the end of your bed, head bowed, crying, talking to God. Dear God, thank you for this. Forgive me for this. I mean, it's good to. Obviously, definitely the forgiveness is kind of mandatory if you want to live for him. And you want to be on his side, but you don't have to be all formal with it. Just talk to him. Talk to him. I know you want God to be real, whether you know it or not. Why wouldn't you want someone who is going to love you even through your worst? No matter, even if you're under marriage oath, for better and worse, it's not gonna fail necessarily. You're not, if you have a godless marriage, you're not gonna. There's a good chance it'll still thrive, and you're not going to divorce. But there's still gonna be moments that you fight, not God. So why wouldn't you want a relationship that is all loving, never fight, and helps you more than it helps him? Kind of crazy, huh? So just pray. Now, I'm not saying don't get on your knees and bow your head. just talk to him. Be like, God, if you are real, not in an ignorant way, but God, if you are real, please show me you, because I want you to be real. I want love. I want comfort. I want at every end of my video, past the outro, I have a Bible verse, and the music, whatever music was over the video, plays, and it's God heals the brokenhearted. Ask God to heal your broken heart. Tell him, be like, God, show me your beauty. Help me see you and help me believe. If you genuinely want him to be real, ask him. There's no prayer that's too small or too big for the God of the universe. Come on now. Don't worry about all the specifics. Worry about you. And talk to him. And then everything else will come after. Yeah, that's it. My storage filled up, by the way. I'm recording on Snapchat once again. I did that day 3 in Hawaii. Filled up my storage. But I'm being serious. This is a serious matter. So give God a try. You don't have to, and you can watch my content. I'm not like, I don't ever be like, yo, just talk about God 24/7. Even though I should. I don't all the time. So it's not like, you're going to be bombarded with guilt or anything. I'm not trying to inflict guilt on anyone, but I say this out of caring and love, careness and love. Give God a try. Alright, so now I am dressed. I'm going to be wearing my Vans that I bought in Florida a while back. I had a long conversation. With you, I had a long conversation. So my apologies. I'm gonna go walk to my grandmother's house, talk to her because I haven't talked to her since I been back. And then I'm going to. We'll see what happens next. All right, just an update. All right, now I am editing. It is 9:39 a.m. I just got back 20 minutes ago. From my grandmother's, and then I packed my backpack. I unloaded everything in my backpack, and then I kind of loaded everything that I normally have in my backpack instead of the stuff I took to Hawaii. But now I am editing on, well, it's not up yet, but day 3. Actually, no, this day 4, isn't it? Sorry. Yeah, day 4, which actually isn't that many. These videos are very short, but yeah. Alright, so I actually had to switch my fit, put the Juice WRLD hoodie on, same pants, different shoes. I put my Heelys on, but with the plugs. I think I can get, with the plugs. He called me, and it's at 1, but he said he's at the rate he's going, he's actually going to be there early at 12:30. I said that's probably the time I'll show up. I think Austin might go, but we'll see. Right now, I'm kind of just editing day 4 still. I just started editing the Mario Party part. Thank God I played Mario Party because that video would have been 8 minutes long. Not joking. It was 8 minutes and 27 seconds. But yeah, no, it's gonna be good. We're gonna document everything that's gonna happen. Today is actually a really good day. I know I've said that multiple times, but it's actually gonna be a good day. He's kind of going all out. I had to put Vaseline on my lips though. The 3rd degree burns really kind of go crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have any Aquaphor anymore, so it sucks. But yeah, no. I'll show you how the day goes. I'm kind of hungry, so I might stop and get either me and my mom something to eat. Might pick her up some food, surprise her. We'll see. And then we're gonna head there, or I'm gonna head there. You and me, and wait in the parking lot till someone shows up. It's at a park. They're doing this at a park, which is awesome. I also have to pick up a gift. I have no idea what. I'm freezing cold. What I'm gonna buy for their baby shower. But we'll see. And then later today, I have to record with Logan. Logan said he might be on later, so yeah, So I ended up calling one of my friends that I haven't seen in forever, since 2023, I believe. Once in 2023. Oh wait, no, once in 2024. But like I haven't hung out with her in 2020, like since 2021. It was great to talk to her. I actually ended up being late to Dayton's baby shower because of this phone call. It lasted like almost 3 hours, and then I was stuck behind someone learning how to drive a lot of the way there. So I am on the way to it. I had a phone call with my old friend Sydney. She's awesome. I am on the way now. I'm like 18 minutes away. I'm going to put my phone down so I can drive and not get caught because I do not have my full license. Yeah.
Go past this light.
Yeah, I gotta go past this light. Alrighty, so we are back. I'm turning into the place, literally about to at least. I've had slow traffic. I had a super long phone call with
Turn left onto Miller County Park, then take the first right.
Sorry, hold on.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
What up, Siri? I took a super long, I had a long phone call, of course. I also, let me unplug this. As well, I had super long traffic that just never seemed to end. But we are here. We're here. And I should just apparently see a bunch of people in the park, so I'm gonna start recording as soon as I park. So yeah, there they are. A lot of people here, not gonna lie. Sorry, I am parking. A lot of people here. I am late, so I better go. But I'm going to open this. And yeah, give me 1 second. Please don't fall over, drink. That would be really sad. Alright, that's really zoomed in. Alright, I'm gonna move in. Okay, apparently your boy was lost, didn't know where I was going. I had to go further down. I saw a group of people, so I was like, that must be them. Not them, I lied. Wasn't them. I have to go further down. Like way down there. But yeah, you're gonna be right here for now. Right here. There's a bunch of people right there though. That's weird. Speed bump, not a ramp, Fusey. Dude, there are so many people in the park. Who goes to the park anymore? This makes me sad. Haven't done this since I was like in homeschool group. He said go down the hill. There are currently people down the hill. Oh, I see the soccer field. I see. Okay. Playing disc golf. Some pretty girls are playing disc golf, but there's 2 other guys, so they're probably... I told Austin to wave me down. I don't see a group of people. How many people are showing up? Oh, I see a pavilion, but it's blocked by cars. So that's probably where they're all at. I mean, I'm not expecting like 80 people, but like, you know, some people, right? There's the pavilion behind that. Yeah, okay, I see it. So let me park through the parking spot illegally. They're all over there. Yeah, they're all over. Is Asher with them? There ain't no way. Asher's with them. Hold on. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see Danielle. Yo. No, okay, it's not Asher. Austin's walking towards me right now. Do you have Asher? Yeah. Asher Declan.
Playing in this water.
You look cute.
Thank you. I like you told me I looked handsome, and then she was like, I was like, oh, you like this? And then she like kind of gave me a look. I was like, I'm talking about the outfit. Shut up.
Has it happened yet?
Has what happened?
Oh, you don't know?
Her having a baby?
Nope. Okay, never mind. You don't know. All right. Bet.
I don't know.
Look at him. He looks cute. Those are my glasses. I gave him those glasses.
He actually looks cleaned up and good.
Yeah, he does. What is that? Asher Declan.
Baby, why are you trying down?
Nummy.
Cake. You won't eat it. Yummy. That was cake.
Huh?
Give it some hair.
I know.
It's okay.
Where?
I'll get like right here.
We get the baby's head. Why do I get
Cake.
there is more than one. She's like, that's
I was impressed with that.
Yeah. My favorite.
Here's your stroller.
And literally the way it works is here's the car seat, the base for the car seat. You literally just pull this lid off and click it in. And then you just set it in there. That's literally how it is.
Wee.
So probably have to help me figure that out.
Missing a marble, Austin? Just throw that in there.
What is it? Oh shit.
Asher. Come here, buddy. Go to Dada. Get him.
Yeah. Get it down. This is for the
There's something under. Ready? Yeah, I'm good. We'll go back to the water in a second, okay? Yep, that's nice. I give that to you, Nick.
Did he spill that on anything? Maybe her purse.
The baby.
Take it out. Are you gonna put it on? No!
Be stiff when you put it on your nail.
I have to give a thanks to Rachel, Nathan, and Ashton because they all helped me. Y'all are all awesome. Yeah. Awesome. You came in clutch today with flowers because I couldn't find it. So, it's awesome. Let me take a picture. I'm just so glad you came. I'm so glad you bring me. What was it?
I didn't do it. We're gonna go eat. What? The boy? Oh yeah, Daddy called it and it was like I said, kite. You make sparrows a boy. Yeah, and then you got you.
Well, we're gonna keep rolling. You leaving too?
Yeah, we're going out to eat.
All of it.
How do you feel?
Sexy.
Now we're going out to eat. It's crazy. It was kind of shaky because Keely was messing with me the entire time. He was like kicking me and stuff. It was dumb. But yeah, no, I'm happy for him. I'm gonna have to make a separate video for him, and then do the vlog because obviously he doesn't want 30 minutes of me just talking. Sorry, talking about God. Well, I mean, like, just to not take away from, you know, obviously. But we're gonna go out to eat now. We're heading to Habanero Mexican, and I will see you there. Austin looking all cute, driving the speed limit. Boring. Crazy part is literally on this trail that goes like everywhere around the whole park. Me and my ex-girlfriend Carly, we used to walk it every time after we had don't have sex out of marriage, people. It's not good for you spiritually, physically, emotionally. But I just thought that was a fun story. Since Carly's been the topic lately, huh? Kind of crazy. So Austin missed the turn. Sorry, Austin missed the turn. Don't really know what he's doing. I need to get over a little bit because I'm out. But yeah, I don't know what Austin's doing. Austin was not being very attentive, but they told me Habanero, and that's where I'm at, so I'm not going anywhere else. I'm gonna call them and see what they're up to. If I don't see them pulling in. Okay, I guess. Okay, I'll just call them. Okay, apparently they're...
Proceed to US 68 East, then turn right.
I guess I'm going there, so let me buckle up and get back on the road, I guess. They did not tell me this till after they saw me pull in. Cool. If you think Kentucky isn't beautiful, like for real though. in the lawn.
I used to park like that, like where I was at an angle.
It's in the lawn.
I know, I feel like it's in it, but...
I mean, if this was basketball, I'd be out of bounds, but I may be on the line. I may be on the line, but it's fine.
Yeah.
No one needs that parking spot. Let's kill Los Portales. Sorry, I'm a woman, so I change my mind every
No,
second.
I said Los Portales.
You're gay.
Have a seat this side. Wherever you want. Stay or go here. I'll take care of it, okay? Thank you.
Let's go change this.
Those are big words for a little child. Shana mama.
Speaking Japanese, yeah, stop speaking Japanese, boy.
Wait, where? What?
No.
Heck yeah, dude.
You say McDonald's?
No.
Say McDonald's?
What's this? Yeah.
Alright, so we are officially out of McDonald's. Now we're officially out of, that was a lot of Vaseline. Out of Los Portales. That was so much Vaseline. Got some videos of Asher. There's also, I'm just gonna record him the entire time. But yeah, it was a W day, going home. And yeah. Alright, so instead of going home immediately, I'm going to stop by my mother's and kind of surprise her. She doesn't know I'm coming over. Hopefully she is home. I don't know. But yeah, I figured I would stop by my mother's and see how she's doing and then go home and record with Logie because Logan just texted me. And I'm at the intersection where I would turn off to my house, but I gotta keep going so I can go to my mom's, which is like 5 minutes away from my house, so it's not gonna be huge. But yeah. Alrighty, at my mother's apartment. Just gonna stop by and say hi, literally just for a second. She might need it, you never know. But yeah. What are you doing here? What am I doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? I'm glad you did. I love you. Love you too. Oh.
Want to go ahead and get it?
Yeah. Bless you. You want to see the video of Dayton proposing?
Wait, the post?
Yeah, that's why I had to be there. I was the videographer.
So you should have been there earlier, shouldn't you?
Yes, indeed. I was supposed to be there at 12:30. That was my plan.
You had to be more responsible.
Literally the only time I've ever been late in my hands. The only time. And it's because Sydney Oswald and I like talked for 3 hours on the phone. But and then there's someone on the road that was literally going to the same place as me. So the entire time, as soon as I got off to the Benton exit, they were in front of me. There was a parent, there had been a parent in the back and someone learning how to drive in the front. Like they were going way too slow and they were right beside each other and never passed each other, so. Okay.
Wait a second.
I love you. You just send it to me. Bro, I gotta buy more storage or figure something. Buy a GoPro. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. Nah, that's wild. But if you want to donate to me, there's a Venmo in the description. No, that's crazy. I will be starting using a GoPro. I just got into vlogging, so I never needed a GoPro, but in Hawaii definitely made me want to buy one, so I will be getting that. So yeah, bye Mom. Check out the bling, the birthday watch, my first watch ever, sparkly. But yeah, we're gonna head home. And play with Logie. Let's go play with Logie. Logie don't love me like he used to do. Alright, now I am in the Dollar General looking for exfoliating stuff, is what I was talking to my mom about. I also need like lip stuff. But like Aquaphor. So I'm gonna be looking for that. I do not see it in here though. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, so I did not find any Aquaphor. So I just got the Olay and I got the vitamin E oil, or lotion rather. Yeah, now I'm heading home, telling Logie I'm coming home. Actually, I'll probably just FaceTime him. Alright, I'm finally home. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna edit this video. Gotta use the bathroom. I'm gonna edit this video. I can't believe I wore my my Hillies, unironically. Kind of proud of myself. Like I don't have any heels on them, or wheels. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like this video and subscribe for Dayton. If you don't like and subscribe this video and comment down below, they're gonna get a divorce. And nobody wants that. So please subscribe and do the right thing. Make God happy. Not because that's actually crazy, but please like and subscribe, do all that bull crap. And thank you for watching. Yeah.
Hey, Fusion, you suck.